Hi folks, Tony Curtin here from Engage Learning and Development, and in this very quick video I want to give you one of my top tips on delivering an engaging webinar or any online interaction for that matter, and that is look your participants in the eye. And what I mean by that is create some social connection by looking at the camera rather than looking at yourself on the screen. We all know that eye contact is almost a universal signal of connection. And, in this environment where, being distant from people can create a bit of disconnection, certainly much more than if you're facilitating in a face-to-face environment. We want to do all those little things we can do to create that much more connection with our participants, with our audience. And one of those easy things you can do is look at the camera rather than looking at yourself. And look, this takes a little bit of practice because our limbic brain, your limbic brain, my limbic brain is very sensitive to movement. And it wants to look at me, you on the screen, right? I want to look at myself. My brain is saying, hey, Tony's moving. I want to look down. So it takes a little bit of practice to focus in on the camera itself. But here's a little tip I got from Mark Bowden, and that is grab a little post-it note or something like that and just stick it up behind your camera. And I've got a little smiley face here, just reminds me to smile. But it's a good reminder. Just put one behind your camera and your attention will be drawn to just above your camera there. There's another little point I'll make here, and that is, make sure that you are presenting at eye level. So grab a couple of books that you don't read anymore, maybe that Lord of the Rings trilogy, and prop up your laptop if you're using a laptop, or if you're using a video recorder itself, make sure it's positioned at eye level. And I say that because, of a classic sort of photography technique or technique that's used in the arts and in graphic design as well, and that is the rule of thirds. And that is thinking about this frame as a grid. And you should generally be in this middle line here, in this middle line, and have a bit of space above and a bit of space below. And that'll mean that you're nicely centered and it just creates a more pleasing aesthetic feel. So there you have it. One of my top tips on how to create engagement when you're delivering your next webinar or online interaction. Have a bit of fun with it, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.